and then just like the just most derogatory, vulgar nigga that slid into your DM just because you light skinned and you got a whole like little vibe about yourself. And we're gonna go ahead and let you.
What kind of like vibe you on, bro?
I don't know,
I write
man.
about everything, so it's like you want like we on some sexy, like we on some like
Don't do sexy, bro. You sitting right across from me, and I'm. Let's see what this sounds like real quick.
I like that.
Your voice really sounds good.
Thank you. I feel like Quiet Storm. Like
Got you. It's a whole vibe, man. Hey, what's up, everybody, man? It's your boy LaCheston, man, checking in for the after hour session. It's our first after hour session, man. And I'm not gonna jack up her name because I've been jacking it up all day. You know, we just got done, talking a little bit with the homie and the homegirl, the host, the MUA, my co-host Kim, and she told me, number one, do not bring that girl in here messing up her name.
Thank you.
So I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna let her introduce herself real quick.
What is up, y'all? My name is Ty, not Tia, not Tay, but Ty. I am also known as the Pierce Poet. You can find me on Instagram at TAI_PRUITT.
That's what it is, man. So here in the after hour sessions, man, we pretty much just get to the nitty gritty of whatever the hell we want to talk about. Just keeping it a buck, man. I mean, it may be relationships, it may be sex, it may be sexuality, pansexual, whatever, man. So, she's here because we work together. Yep. She came and did a collaboration with myself and Kim.
It was dope.
And everybody's waiting on them images because they're waiting on me. My fault. But we just been trying to get the podcast and everything off the ground. But tonight, man, we just going to sit back. We're going to kick it. We hope you enjoying the ambiance that we try to create. And I'm going to talk with her a little bit, man. And we're going to talk poetry. We're going to talk vibes. And then we're going to let it go from there, man. So if you're here, you here. Go ahead and sit back, relax, man. And we're going to make it happen, man. So.
Period.
First and foremost, man, thanks for coming.
Well, thank you for having me.
And you came into a little bit of turmoil.
Hey, look, it was funny to me.
It's just, man.
It's the chaos.
It's been crazy in here today.
Man.
We when I say we, me and Kim, we really appreciate you coming. Like,
I love y'all though.
We had somebody to flake on us today. They had a reason though.
Oh.
But it put Kim in the mood.
I understand that though.
And then she took it out on me.
You just happen to be there.
So that's okay.
You just happen to be there.
So that's okay.
Look, bro, listen. Okay, as a woman, I know because if somebody in the line of fire, bro, they just go so happen to get hot. Like, I don't know what y'all be anticipating, but we just like that.
Man, look, the thing with me is, number one, like, I'm a cool, calm, collected person. Like, treat me like you always treat me. Like, I need the same treatment throughout all the little phases y'all go through.
Okay, but listen, you just said all the little phases. So how you expect to be treated the same through all the little phases?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care who else you treat bad, treat me the same. You know what I'm saying? Like give me the same consistency. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, it's different because it depends on like the personalities though. Like you chill, but it's like people with like more dynamic. Like I can't do that all the time. Like I'm chill. I feel like I put myself in that category.
Right.
But like I'm also like super extroverted at the same time. So like it's levels to me, like levels.
Okay, so I'm gonna be a buck because the After Hours platform is pretty much mine, and it's mine just because of the sense of what Kim does and how she carries herself, the organizations that she's attached to. Like, she really don't care to be a part of this particular platform. Yeah, this is my platform, so I'm gonna do and say what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So you were discovered. From me, you were discovered, months ago, right before my grand opening. I discovered you on Instagram. And I discovered you by the hashtag Alabama Models because that's what I was searching to invite models to my grand opening that I was having.
Yeah.
And from there, I was like, okay, cool. Like, I was just trying to get the room filled with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I don't know what it was, but some was like, okay, look at her a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm looking at your TikTok, and I'm like, okay, all these different phases and things that we're talking about, now I'm seeing it because I see a different like person and personality and vibe and different instances of you via your social media. So, you know, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Like there are guys like me that are like potentially like just dating or just vibing or whatever the case may be. So when it comes to a person of your stature or a person that kind of sort of like is the way that you are, like you say, there's like different phases to me. You just gotta get to know the different levels. You know what I'm saying? Like what advice can you give like guys like when it comes to like dating women like that?
Honestly, bro, like I just feel like you kind of have to be really open to being open, if that makes sense. Like I feel like people like me, and I can only really speak for me. I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but I feel like for people like me, like I thrive off of like that human connection, but being like, you know, just having different levels, like there has to be some kind of compromise at the end of the day. I understand like people are not all the same.
Right.
So I feel like for people like me, like I kind of know how to manage like when to be one way and like when to be another way.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like I'm just finna make somebody uncomfortable by being like too out there and they be like, what is wrong with her, bro? Like what's going on? But I'm not gonna like limit myself to not being myself out in public or like out around anybody. But I just need to understand those levels. So it's just kind of like if you don't want to be around people like me, I don't feel like you should. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you want like a calmer environment, like have that calmer environment for yourself. Don't like force yourself to be around somebody you don't want to be around. Type stuff. But as far as like, I don't know, like extroverted people, bro, like we really just thrive off of like human connection. Like I thrive off of just like being able to be that open and like say whatever I want to say. Like I'm one of those people that I say the first thing that comes to my head, like whether somebody gonna like it or not.
Right.
And that can be taken like, that can be taken so far left sometimes. So it really just depends, bro. Like, but just be open and be honest and be like able and available for new experiences because you learn so much from people and their different dynamics. And that's kind of like a good framework to walk through life, just kind of like embracing people for who they are. Cause that's what love is like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like really showing love is like really like accepting somebody like face level. Like I'm accepting you where you at regardless. Even if I like you or don't like you, like I can accept you and keep it pushing.
Gotcha. All right. So that's, with that being said, okay, like I think like for me, like I'm a spontaneous person.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't believe in the traditional dating aspects of things.
Okay.
Like it's either I'm feeling you or I'm not feeling you.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? If like I'm feeling you, then I probably want to spend my time with you, whatever time I do got.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, like is that's like I'm different. Like I used to tell my mom, like I date backwards.
What do you mean by that? Hold on. What do you mean by that?
Like the sexual attraction comes first for me.
Okay.
All right. So once the sexual attraction is there, the sexual attraction makes me want to spend more time with you, get to know all the other stuff. Like I literally date completely backwards.
That's interesting. What do you feel like makes you do that though? I feel like a lot of men do that, but they don't admit that they do that.
What the thing is with me is if I see a woman that I'm attracted to, like case in point, like me and Kim talked a lot. You know what I'm saying? Before she actually came into the studio and became part of Lil Peep Visual.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I told her like, you know, the amount of models that I had dealt with on that type of level and stuff like that. And I was like, when it come to me, like, I'm going to just be blunt and up front. Like, I'm gonna give you the opportunity to make whatever decision that you want to make. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's not, I'm not the fuck boy type neither. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some fuck that just because they can't strike, that mean they ain't gonna deal with you on another. Like, I'm not like that. Because at the end of the day, I care about business, brand, exposure.
Period.
So if I'm reaching out to you, you know what I'm saying, because I'm interested, that's one thing. But if you also got the following and you check out the boxes for me doing a collaboration and working with you, just because you got boyfriend, you got this, that, or you're not interested, not gonna make me stop right there and not be like, I don't want to like still work with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the overall thing with me is I try to just be upfront. Like my mom, like when I was in high school, and I was actually hanging with the crazy ass dude that's in the engineering room right now. Like when we was smoking like hella weed, you know what I'm saying? When we was in high school, like it wasn't nothing like for him to rush for a couple, you know what I'm saying, touchdowns, couple 100 yards. I'm right behind him. We leaving the game. We going to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? All the girls at McDonald's waiting to see what's up. We trying to see who we finna snatch up, take them to the O. We chilling at the lake. We got people that got the bread, got the weed, pulling up like y'all did a good game, man. Here's some money and here's some weed, so we smoking good. And then my mama started hearing about the fact that I was getting high. You know what I'm saying? And then she started seeing me coming in her house high. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, I'm tired of you coming in my house high, eating up all the food. You know what I'm saying? So then she sat me down one day when she was able to have a conversation with me. And she was like, look, this is the thing. I don't want for you to do things and people can come tell me about my child in the streets.
Without her knowing
what
first?
Exactly.
Okay.
Whatever you're going to do, tell me.
Yeah.
And at that point, I was raised, in the time I was raised, I respected my mom.
Yeah.
You know, it goes without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
But she basically told me, you don't have to lie to me. Whatever you're doing, let me know.
That's a real
so when I figured that I ain't had to lie to my mama, I ain't got to lie to no motherfucking female.
Yeah. Yeah.
So either you like it or you love it. I'm not gonna force it on you. You're gonna accept how I am and how I come, or you're not. Yeah. And that's what has me on my blunt stage, and I'm at where I'll just let you know, like, hey, I'm interested in you, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. Yep. Because if I'm keeping it a book, like the stage where I'm at in life right now, like I don't have the time or really the audacity or even the want to just be somebody undivided individual. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like if my lifestyle mixed with what you want, then that's cool and what it is.
Right.
But I'll keep it a buck and keep it honest. And like if I was just finna be like, I finna get in a relationship and do right and do this and do that, then I'll try to get my ex back because she deserved that versus me trying to get that shit to some new person.
Look at that honesty though. Some guys cannot do that. Like, bro, this is crazy that we're even talking about this. Because number one, we're going to step back and like just acknowledge like the relationship that you have with your mom. Like that in a whole is like such a large lesson. I feel like parents should do that with their kids. Right. Like you have to establish like that kind of trust, bro. Because like stuff like, I hear a lot of situations basically. And I even feel like sometimes like with my mom more specifically like than my dad, that it's kind of like that. Like, with my dad, he's the same way. Like, just tell me anything. Like, bro, I came home from college and I had to stay with my dad for like a year. Right. After post-grad, like, I didn't have a job yet. Whoop. And I was like sneaking out, like, trying to like smoke my little blunt. Like, don't want him to see it. Lo and behold, my dad was like, bro, you need some? Like, it's in the gut saying, like, I saw you out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, dang, like, it's unnecessary that I'm even trying to hide something from him. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, your parents know. Right. But it's like being able to be comfortable enough to like say that, because that's what family is for, period. Right. Like, that should be a family dynamic. Like, I should be able to come to you as myself and you embrace me for that, because we blood. Like, we supposed to look out for each other. Right. As a whole, bro. So like, that's just so important. But for that to see that carry on into like your life and like how you interact with people is so key, because so many people don't have that trust. Like, so many people walk around with trust issues and all this stuff because they don't feel like they can tell nobody nothing. Like, everybody's gonna walk around with their secrets, granted, you know what I'm saying? Right. But people don't feel like they can trust nobody. Like, I don't feel like I can tell you this, or people will spread out like who they tell what to, and it's like, dang, like the whole point of being here, bro, like communication is here for a reason, bro. Like, we're able to communicate with each other because we're supposed to communicate with each other. Like, we're supposed to be open with each other. Gotcha. And that like ruins relationship dynamics, bro. Like, it really kills me to see men, especially because that's just my experience. But just feel like they have to say one thing to like get you, but it's not the truth. Like, just spit your truth, bro. If you wanna hit me, you know what I'm saying? And like, all you really trying to do is whatever whoop de whoop you wanna boom, boom, you trying to be an F buddy, you trying to whatever, like that's cool, but like at least give somebody the option to say like yes or no.
Yeah, like
yeah,
and
like
see, that's for real. That's how I am. At the end of the day, a woman, she is or she ain't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was taught at the age of 18, approaching a 36-year-old woman in a mall that didn't look like she was 36 in San Bernardino, California. And she was the one who told me like, a woman knows within 60 seconds of meeting you if she would sleep with you. Yeah. Not, you know what I'm saying? Oh, like, it's just about how you carry yourself and what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the nail on the head. I'm going to be the person that I'm going to keep it all the way a buck. And either you is or you ain't. At the end of the day, I would probably like it if you do, but I don't really give a damn if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, it's just not really worth the level of energy and all that extra shit that it takes.
But it's like there's so many people in the world, bro. Like, you lost one fish, it's like a billion other you can go
I don't know, but the fish that I choose, though, I don't like to lose. I'm just like, if I choose, I don't like to lose. Like, fuck that. Like,
okay, that competitive.
Like, because I'm just saying, like, I used to go to the club with my homeboy.
Yeah.
We used to go, when I first moved to Birmingham, we used to go inside the Platinum. I never went to the Platinum with him and never seen him not leave with somebody. Hey. Every Tasty Tuesday that we went inside of the POB, he left with somebody. Never not left with somebody. And I would be in there and I'd be like his wingman, and I'm leaving out every night without somebody. And it was different. And the difference was this. He would work the room until he found a kill. Yeah. Me, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to work the room, but I'm going to work the room with my eyes. Right. So when my eyes lock eyes with somebody that I may be interested in, then I feel comfortable enough to approach you and have a conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? And then when I had that conversation with you, when I feel within me that I've chose you, I need for you to choose me back. Because out of all the motherfuckers that I could have chose to talk to, I chose to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? You're giving me your attention. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I need you to give me, to reciprocate what I'm pushing out back to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm not, like, I hate rejection. Any man hates rejection, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of sort of like, I don't approach the prey without knowing that I have a kill.
But like, do you always have a kill?
Hell no.
Okay.
I ain't gonna fucking sit and fucking lie about that.
But it's like, why even like keep, that's a good mindset to have, because it's always good to be competitive. I feel like that kind of like keeps you on your toes when you're trying to get somebody. But it's like, why not just accept the fact that like if you take a L, you just take a L, bro. Like,
I mean, so I'm gonna say that I do not say that I've always had a completion or I've always killed everything that I've approached.
But you
that percentage is like probably about 95, 96.
Okay, I feel it.
Like I'll go out. Yeah. I won't talk to a woman in the club, in the lounge, anywhere unless I feel like she's interested in me. Like, period. A woman's eyes will tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell if you feeling me or you want me to approach you by the way that I'm looking at you. And that's not always the case, you know what I'm saying, too, because I bumped into some women that I just had casual conversation and we just struck it off. Yeah. But I just hate losing. So unless I can tell you want me and you've chosen me, 9 times out of 10, I probably won't even approach you. Nope.
Really?
Nope. I won't.
But it's like, I thought like the chase was fun. Like, I thought y'all like that. Though.
The chase fun when you're 18. The chase is fun when you're 18 and you can still jack off like 5 times a day. You know what I'm saying? And still go do what you're going to do. Yeah, but when you get my age, like the chase ain't, no, like.
He ain't got the energy to go home and do
that shit changed, bro. Like, ain't nobody on that no more. Yeah. Like even the people that I deal with on the level that I deal with now, like it is what it is. Like, we do what we do, whatever the case may be. But I used to tell, I think I told Kim this a little while ago. I said that the thing that's crazy about life and my lifestyle is I was raised, right? There's this guy named Taff Barton, not Taff Barton, but Taff Lark in my hometown. He's actually my little god brother. Everybody call him TJ. Okay. He put something on Facebook like 10 years ago that I never forget. It's like anytime I'm doing motivational speaking to poverty, low income kids, I always say this. Yeah. And he put on Facebook, this is what he said. We grew up wanting to be the wrong things. Because in Evergreen and Broome, you know what we grew up wanting to be? Yeah. The next big dope boy. Yeah. That's what we wanted to be. Because the dope boys had the cars, they had the money. When they walked in the club, the DJ was shouting out their names, you know what I'm saying? Like they had all the girls or whatever. So that's what we wanted to be growing up in the towns that we grew up in, you know what I'm saying? But also I grew up in an age and time where also my mom was single dating mom, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That's a different situation.
So I had to learn about if you're going to date, especially at the age I'm at now, like the majority of women, if I date around my age, they got kids, their kids probably grown, or they don't want no more kids. You know what I'm saying? I had to understand like the realm of dating a single mom. You know what I'm saying? And that experience with my mom, that's what helped me to understand that portion of life. But number two, I also understood that my mom didn't want to mess with nobody and didn't want to have nothing. So when I would listen to her and her friends playing spades on Friday nights after work and all the kids sitting on the kitchen floor, see, there's some people that don't know about shit like that. They don't know about one parent going in the kitchen, cooking some hot dogs, frying some fries, and then we all sitting on the floor, and you know what I'm saying, we eating, you know what I'm saying, on the floor, and then we all in the same bedroom. Some of us sleep on the bed, some of us sleep on the floor, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So they always talked about, when we had an ear to them, was somebody who had somebody who didn't have no kids, and somebody who did this and the third. So as I grew up, that's how I made myself. I made myself so I ain't have no kids out of wedlock. I made myself so I ain't broke, busted down, and disgusted. You know what I'm saying? Within the last 4 years of my life, I understood the use of credit and all the other things. So it put me in the position that I would like to be to attract the type of women that I really want. But it don't fucking happen.
What?
It don't happen, bro.
I'm hearing all this thinking he finna be like, and this changed my life. Are you serious?
I'm dead ass, bro. Ask Kim. When we leave up out of here, ask Kim. I tell her all the time, bro, like, if you look, we just got through talking about a high value man, right?
Yes.
I figured out what makes me not a high value man because I'm missing one of the checks off of the list that would quote unquote make me a high value man.
What's that check?
But at the end of the day, it's my network.
Okay.
My network isn't what it needs to be in order for me to say that I'm a high value man. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to some of the women that I would actually like want to like give my time, my efforts, let them inside my world to understand me, the ones that I feel like I can choose to let do that. Don't be the ones that give me the response like, hey, I just want to let you know that I'm completely celibate right now and I'm dating multiple people. You know what I'm saying? Just to let you know. So you mean you want me to date you, spend money on you, take you to all these lavish places, and you ain't giving up no, and you could call me one day and tell me that you gonna date fucking Jeff? Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
See, but that's a finesse, bro.
Like, that's some crazy shit, bro.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. That's a finesse, like. But I just kind of think the relationship game is a little twisted up right now. Anyway, like, I ain't gonna cut to you. It's just a lot of platforms out here telling people a whole bunch of different information. You know what I'm saying? And so everybody is like, I don't feel like everybody is basing their ideas off of what they really think they want. I think they're basing more of their ideas off of what the media says they should want. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
That's a good point. Listen to how you was just talking, like, you know, you framed yourself around like what you believed, you know, your mom and the women around you in your life said that they wanted in a man.
Right.
So you were influenced by that. And you were like, well, I'm going to morph myself into that type of man.
Right.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing. But you see how, like, we're very easily influenced as a whole. Like, we're influenced by the things that are around us. And this thing right here is around us 24/7, bro. Like,
right.
24/7, 365, somebody got a phone on them, and social media is accessible at any time.
Right.
So it's like, all this city girl stuff, like, I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? And I hate to even do it because, you know, this is a big discussion, like, but all this city girl stuff and all this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need me a rich man. Like, I be telling people this all the time, bro. I'm like, every woman in this world cannot have a high value man. Like, it's not even factual. Like, it's not even, like, statistically possible that all of us is going to get that. You know what I'm saying? So there has to be some kind of, like, realistic, like, we got to check in, bro. Because it's like, you know, you want your boxes to be checked, but people are human at the end of the day. Somebody is not going to check every single one of your boxes, bro.
Right.
Like, you cannot expect somebody to just meet all of your expectations and all your criteria like that, bro. People are human beings. We cannot, you know what I'm saying? We can't just check off all them boxes like that.
It's crazy that, so, I know that I think you told me you're 24.
24.
And to be there where you at already, like it's kind of sort of like it's kind of crazy. But I'll say this: I've met some young women that their maturity level is actually it's crazy.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that it is the way that it is,
yeah.
but social media is the death of a lot of people's relationships and the relationships that they try to form. Like a lot of people don't understand, like it's only like 7 to 10% of men in the world that make six figures. You know what I'm saying?
And you can still have a life without making six figures though. Like,
but see,
I think
motherfuckers
people don't understand that.
Listen, people ain't really trying to tap into that. Like my mom raised 3 kids, bro, working at fast food.
Yeah.
In fast food, bro. Like when I got married, my first marriage, I remember when me and my wife at the time had a conversation about finances.
Yeah.
And I told her how much money I was making at the time. I even tell you, it was $40,000. I was making $40,000 a year at the time. You know what my wife told me?
What?
Hey, put the camera on me, man. My wife told me, oh, that ain't good enough. Can you at least make 50?
Wow.
Straight up.
Wow.
That was the conversation. She was like, so my thing is, I'm thinking about the overall aspect of how, like, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. We got a problem. We got an issue. So we gonna take like a little small like intermission and then we gonna come right back to it, y'all. We gonna come right to it.
Oh.
What we got?
You so goofy, bro.
All right, good people. So we took a small little break, man. You know what I'm saying, and we're back, man. We had a little issue, a little technical difficulties, but we are back in.
Can't hold us
and
back,
going. So you remember what we were talking about?
We were talking about relationships. We were talking about social media and how it affects just the outlook on, the outlook on this stuff, bro. Like,
I think that that conversation is gonna hurt my feelings, bro. Just how,
but it's honest though. Like, I feel like that conversation has to be had. Like, I'm one of them people, bro. Like, I used to do it more than I do it now. But I used to be like on my Instagram story, just like asking stuff like that. Cause like I love like discussing like and hearing people's perspectives.
Right.
I just feel like that's so interesting to me. Like even if I agree or disagree, like just kind of understanding where people's heads be at, like just it fascinates me.
So with the questions that you've asked on your story on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? And since we on Instagram, I'm gonna go ahead and dig a little bit deeper.
All right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a 2-part question. So what's the craziest thing that you've got in a response to something that you posted that was like a positive question you were just trying to like get some hindsight to?
Yeah.
And then just like the most derogatory, vulgar nigga that slid into your DM just because you light skinned and you got a whole like little vibe about yourself. Like talk to us about the recklessness of the DM.
Man, the DMs are so reckless, bro. Like, oh my God. Honestly, I've really gotten some interesting like responses, but I be asking stuff like about relationships all the time. I feel like more than anything, bro, men be so ready to jump on the defense, bro. Like women usually we just like come to bat for each other, bro. But like the guys be like, hell nah, like nah, bro, I ain't even like that, like da 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 da. Cause I really just be asking stuff like, like what do you feel like you prefer, like in relationships or like, just like little nitpicky things like that. I don't feel like I've gotten anything like super negative. I just feel like people's perspectives are just kind of like a little out there sometimes, especially like when it comes to like sexual questions and like dudes be like, bro, like, or just kind of lying, bro. Like some niggas be, I'd be like, do you really like, what is your love language? Like, what do you like look for in a relationship?
People
and, like,
don't even know what love languages are.
They don't know what they are. And niggas be like, physical touch. I'm like, no, you just want your dick touched. Like, shut up. Like, be quiet. Like, I don't want to hear none of that. I was just, bro, I got bored the other day and I re-downloaded.
You get bored a lot.
Bro, listen, I just think too much and I just be thinking
I pay
of shit
attention to your social media.
like,
It's just.
And I work from home, so I just be at the house. Like, I just be like, bro, I'm finna like stir the pot. I don't know. I'm just bored. I'm finna do some shit. But like, bro, I downloaded Hinge the other day. I was just bored. I was like, I'm finna like swipe through Hinge, bro, and just see like who I can swipe and talk to.
You was crazy,
and
bro.
it was a dude, like, and we was having like a good little conversation for a minute. This was today.
Wow.
This is today. We was having a good little conversation, bruh. And I was like, oh, that's cool. You know, he was like, oh, I'm a Libra. I'm like, I'm a Virgo. You know.
Hold on. Hold the fuck up. First off.
Don't come at me with
Nope.
that.
Hold the fuck up. The first thing I'm gonna say, if he was in your box talking about he a Libra, bro, that was the first fucking red flag, bro.
I know, because they be knowing to say that though, but yeah, they don't be knowing nothing about astrology.
Exactly, we don't keep up with that shit. We don't keep up with that shit,
I was
bro.
like, oh my god, like that's so cool. And so, he goes, yeah. I was like, I think we might be like a good match, and I wasn't even saying that like we finna be together or nothing. Nigga, I don't know you, like, but I was like, I think we could be a good match, like, because we had a lot in common. We was talking about stuff. He was like, yeah, bro. So like, I think you just need to go ahead and get my name tatted on you, like today. I was like,
who said that? The dude?
Random dude on Hinge. I was like, oh, hold up, like you gone a little too far, bro.
You
like,
lying,
bro. But like, bro, they be doing that. You know, I got people in my like requested DMs just talking to themselves, like just, hey beautiful, like you look so good today. Hey beautiful, I wish you would message me.
All right, so in their defense, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what it is.
Oh God,
y'all women in thirst traps, bro. Like it's like y'all are literally asking for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so I'm gonna keep it a buck. All right. So when you got extended the invitation for the collab,
yeah,
I told you it was you had some nice breasts,
yes,
and you had the nipple rings,
yeah.
and I told you the look that I was going for, that it will look dope for the look that I was trying to do.
Yeah.
All right. Outside of some other shit that I don't care to put on the podcast or the platform, you know what I'm saying? It was just like okay, cool, like okay, cool. So again, now that I'm paying attention to how you're moving and what you're doing, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm looking at the TikToks. I'm like, okay, now she falling into the category with the rest of the girls wearing the little bitty tights. She turning to the side, doing the little stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? She got a homegirl jumping in the videos. You know, she out here with the skates moving like she moving in slow motion and shit. I'm like, okay, and then everything that I see of you, I see the nipple rings. You're asking for it.
But it's the brand though. What is my poetry name, bro? What is it?
Pierce Pruitt.
Pierce Pruitt.
Right.
It's a part of the brand, bro. You know, when I first got that name, because first off, it's a dude. It was one of my friends that gave me that name. Like literally, it was somebody that like used to be like a fuck buddy of mine.
Wow.
And literally, like he was like we were just talking one day, and he was like, bro, like you should like give yourself like a name. Like what's your poetry name gonna be? Because I started posting in like 2018, and this was probably like 2019. Like I had been posting for a little bit. But I wasn't really, like, taking it serious. Like, I was just like, cool. Like, I'm putting my poetry out here. It's cool.
Right.
And he was like, nah, bro. Like, come up with a name. Like, so we was just texting about it, like, a day later. He was like, the Pierce Poet, bro. That shit would be fire.
So somebody came up with that name for you?
Yes. He was like, the Pierce Poet would be fire. And at first I was like, that's so dumb. Like, that's so stupid. I thought about it, like, that whole night. I was like, that shit sound kind of smooth.
Yeah, that shit dope.
Like,
that shit dope.
I was like, it sound kind of smooth. And then I literally made that decision, like, a couple days later. I put it on my Instagram, and, like, the next video I posted, I was like, it's the Pierce Poet. And then after that, people, if you couldn't see my nipple rings, like, in a video, like,
niggas was
somebody
mad.
would message me and be like,
yeah, niggas was mad.
I don't see the piercings. And it would kind of piss me off because I was just kind of like, bro, it's not about the piercings though. Like, It's about the poetry. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I was like, it's in my name. Like, it's a part of their brand. Like, I understand why they're doing that. So, I mean, I just do it. But I'm for, like, women empowerment in the sense of, like, I love my body. Like, I'm not, like, ashamed to show my body. Like, and I feel like I'm confident enough, like, and I try to be as mindful as possible of, like, showing it, but, like, not doing over the top.
The
like,
most.
You know, just doing the most.
And
like,
I got that when we were doing a collab that night, and we were just trying to really figure out the best way to keep you,
right.
you know what I'm saying, dressed if we could.
Yeah.
And, you know, Kim was an awesome assistant that night, you know what I'm saying? She was trying to figure out ways, too, that you could keep on whatever you could keep on.
Right.
But then that's when I knew that you were about the content and you're about doing whatever needs to be done to get something done that you want to get done. And you was like, hey, if I need to take them off, I'll take them off. It wasn't an issue, you know what I'm saying? Like, because when I'm working with folks, bro, my thing is to never make you feel uncomfortable. Like, I don't, like, if Kim's here to help me, like, I'm finna use Kim to help me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to move out the way if you need to do something, and then she gets you positioned, or she can touch you. I don't have to touch you. She can oil you, like, whatever the case may be. Like, it's a difference on if you want me to do it versus if you don't want me to do it. You see what I'm saying? And I don't like touching oil and then touching my damn camera anyway. Yeah. But since you brought up Pierce Pruitt and you talked about poetry, the crazy thing is I've been a writer, you know what I'm saying, for my entire life. Like, I didn't know that. So my mom wrote a lot. My mom wrote a lot, and that was the way that she expressed herself when she was going through. Yeah. So she kind of sort of passed that on to me through genes, and I didn't really know how to tap into it. I tapped into it in the 5th grade when I started liking girls, and I would write poetry to them because that was the way that I expressed myself. That's cute. All right. So also the dude in the booth, that's my best friend. He also knows about me writing. That's just something that I done when I was in school. You know what I'm saying? So this is like a random book that I have that I broke like a crazy, like all of my work. Look at like this. This is just all different writings. You have so much. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff I wrote when I was at work, when I was going through a lot of handwritten. It's like a lot of different like emotions. That's why if I ever publish this, the name of the book will be Mixed Feelings. I love it. Because it's just a whole lot of mixed emotions of how I felt when I was going through. Poetry is like music to me. Like if you go through if I don't have my Spotify music list public, you know what I'm saying? But I shared it with 2 of my frat brothers. But if you go, I could tell you the story, the emotional roller coaster I was on from beginning of my playlist all the way through it, because I added that song for a specific reason. Either it made me feel a certain way or it got me over something. So the thing about my poetry is, since I've been paying attention to you and how you deliver your poetry, you deliver your poetry to like any other person that would deliver it when they're inside of like a poetry studio or something like that. I never mastered that part of it. I was just the master of writing it and I'll read it to you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people won't read it like I wrote it. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
It's so particular.
So we're going to change gears, and I know you kind of sort of like music a little bit. So I try to get this phone right, and I'm not even going to act like I can find the perfect song on this, but shout out to Epidemic Sound again. This video is not sponsored by them, but I can use my royalty-free music through them, you know what I'm saying, to kind of sort of set a little vibe off of this thing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go through a couple of these, and then you let me know when to stop, and then we're gonna go ahead and let you.
What kind of like vibe you want, bro?
I don't know,
I write
man.
about everything, so it's like you want like we on some sexy, like we on some like
don't do sexy, bro. You sitting right across from me, and I'm sipping on my black cup. You know what I'm saying? You can't do us say that. Like sexy. Why would a man turn down sexy with the Pierce Poet sitting across from them? Like, let's be real about it now. Like we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
I want to do my favorite one then, but you know what? We don't even need no music. Bro.
All right, we can go and kill that then. Let's do that.
It's a piece. People love this piece, bro. I performed this for the first time. I performed it in Huntsville. And the crazy thing is, like, just to give you a little backstory, if you go on my Instagram, you'll be able to find it. So follow me again. It's Ty Pruitt, TAI_PRUITT. But it was my first like major live performance that I had like over 100 people at, like, type deal. Right. So I was so nervous, and it was funny because it was a piece that I knew I wanted to do, but I like memorized it on the drive there. Like,
really?
Memorized it.
Bro, I don't memorize none of this. On the drive
there. But that's because, you know, usually in my videos, like, more than likely I would have just written a piece and just like wrote it, was like, boom, I fix it up. I'll put my camera up and I'll just record it and put it on Instagram.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So like, it's usually like content is quick. So when I perform, like, I was trying to get better at, because I'm still kind of fairly new to it too, like just performing and getting like used to that.
You got it though. I'm telling you, all this stuff I done wrote, I cannot deliver it the way you deliver it.
But I did public speaking and stuff in high school, so like I was used to being in front of people and like speaking. I know how to like, you know, change my tones and like adjust my voice to how I need it to be. But I feel you when you say like you can only read your poetry how you want it to be read. Like,
correct.
You can, like, because if anybody else was to read this piece, even the piece that I'm doing right now, like, they're not gonna do it justice. Like,
right before you read this, do you know what my favorite piece of poetry and delivery is?
What?
Love Jones.
Really?
Yeah, when my boy got it there talking about being the funk in the left and I'm trying to be the blues and you're right. Like, literally, like,
I love that.
Man, I watch that movie every other night while I'm going to sleep.
You like feelings, and so you're deep. Like,
I mean, but see that, and with everything that we talked about, bro. Like, it's some women that really look at me and Kim brought in somebody to work with a little while ago for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And she is one of them cute people that, you know, I met, and we were cool.
Right.
But she like guys that are rough around the edge, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't live that lifestyle, street lifestyle, but I understood early on that it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not that I don't know about it or understand it. I just know me.
Yeah.
And she was like the first girl, like, she said it in a like friendly, like funny sense, but she really called me a square. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I think what makes me a square is because if I do decide to let you in, I am in touch with my feelings.
I don't think that makes you a square.
You know what I'm saying? I do know how to express myself when you create an environment where I can openly express myself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what a lot of women lose out on. Is understanding that in order for a man to be open and express himself like that, you have to give him the opportunity to do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's not fucking asking him to do it and be this all the time. That just makes him rebel. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, at the end of the day, anyway, go ahead. What you saying?
I'm so weak. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and spit this piece.
Let's go.
This is my favorite, y'all. Y'all going to love this piece. I love this piece. It's called Late Night. So yeah, it's
how long for you spit that? How long for you spit that? Cause I'm turning these pages and I'm just trying to find something to read, bro.
He has them laminated, y'all. Like, he got them ready.
Like it's a lot of stuff in here, bro.
You so prepared. Like, you more prepared than me.
I'm gonna read this one. I wrote this when I was in the military. So I go, nah. You know what? I'll read mine first, just so you can come back and clean up all the mess that I'm gonna make. You know what I'm saying? Because my shit gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
For you and everything. Let's go.
Matter of fact, look, I created this citation called DTSS.
Okay.
And it stands for dedicated to someone special. And you can see I scribbled it out.
Oh, it's okay.
I didn't even want like it to even go like that. So
I don't even need a document.
I wrote this back in. It was probably in. You know, I'm telling my true age when I say this, but I was in the United States Marine Corps from 2002 to 2006, and I was stationed in Camp Pendleton, California. Wow. So this was around the time that I wrote this, and it's actually not the original title that I came up with. It was just actually one of the guys that I was cool with that used to he read a lot,
right?
And I would let him like proofread my stuff, make sure it made sense, and then he recommended this title, so it's called Our Utopia.
Okay.
So it says, I'm ready to offer you that fire and desire, an unbelievable romance that can't be defined, an engagement of one thing that you want in life most. Can I put forth an effort and be ready for whatever is to be brought forth, expecting nothing but the worth? Mm-hmm. A man, a companion, a friend at the most, to comfort you at your times when you really hurt the most. But not just in pain, but every step of the way. Seeing what you want in your future, trying my best to help you in every way. The bad and the good, letting you distinguish between the two. But when it boils down to it, I'm promising you nothing but all good. Able to consult to me about anything on your mind, whether it be you finding something new or just expressing to me your feelings on the inside. A treasure that's beneath, just something that promises to keep it real. I'm telling you I'm something to keep until the end. An arm for an arm and a tooth for a tooth. Both of us wanting the same thing out of a relationship, causing it to be more than just real, but something like fiction. Something that just possibly can't be true. But I promise a wager has been set. A strong possibility above all the rest. A jewel over a stone and the sun over the moon. A man so unbelievable to you, your head just keeps spinning as if you just got off a stool. And from that off into another world begins a new journey for the two. But in that world, only you and I exist. Me seeing things your way and me seeing truly how you feel. Without pain, without hurt, worry free. No games involved. Just a feeling on the inside of you that I cause when you see me. That's all. Sending chills from your head to your toe, making you feel as if you're free. Floating in the world, floating in your own world because you have no worries. Just a man that wants the same thing that you want, for someone to love them and show them the same affection back. Like when a race is set, not for you to finish before me or me to finish before you, but for us to finish together, celebrating afterwards because of the feeling that exists within the two. Yeah. But these are just feelings that I feel I should tell you in my dream, my paradise, when I see only you.
Wow. You talking about clean up the mess. Are you serious?
Yeah, clean up the mess, man.
That is not. Are you serious? Can y'all snap for him? Can y'all snap for him? Why are you trying to play yourself like that?
I mean, it's just. Shit! Come through in the engineer room. Y'all acting over there.
I don't know why you just tried to act like you're not a real poet.
I mean, again, I've been writing since I was in the 5th grade, but nobody knows about that stuff.
But it's like, why not?
Like
you don't share it now, so
well, that has been shared, but like I got so much stuff on my plate that I'm just trying to get in motion right now.
Man, I'm finna drag you to a poetry event, bro.
You
like,
crazy? I'm not. I had to work on my delivery. Literally, I had to work on my delivery.
I'll help you with that.
But it's not about me. It's about the Pierce Poet tonight.
All right.
It's about your beauty, your insight, what you can deliver, what you can give us. You've been an awesome guest so far, so definitely give us something. Right?
All right, y'all ready?
We ready.
All I need you to do is I just need to tap on the table for me. Ready? You gonna keep that?
Got you.
All right. Let's go. It's a late night. It's our date night. It's our baby, let me be your escape night. See, I'm just trying to undress you, and I'm not talking about your clothes, but your mental, boo. Let me stimulate your mind, let's take a journey through time. And you tell me about your life and maybe what makes you cry, or what makes you laugh, what puts you in the mood. What do you think about daily? Tell me what you watch on YouTube. See, I just want to see what makes you you, and what books do you read, or what podcasts do you listen to. Let me dissect your dialect, baby, tell me where you're from. Let me unfold these pages that you've left undone. I see your stature and it's crazy, and your waves are looking real wavy. And trust me when I say you so fine, I wouldn't mind having your babies, but that's not why I'm here, at least not just yet. See, I need way more than your physical to make me wet. So let's have mind sex. Yeah, let's dissect in our thoughts. Let's brainstorm together. Think of some shit we never would have thought. Let's put our heads together and make some money moves. Cause there's nothing like intellectual conversation to put you in the mood. I just want the whole thing. Forget just the tip. See, the deeper we it's the way you get into it. See, the deeper we penetrate this conversation, it's like my stomach is doing flips. Well, ain't that some shit? See, you locked me in. And with nothing more than just your vibes, baby, your spirit is a 10. So let me see how you stroke. Find your rhythm now, show and tell. Show me how deep you can get and trance me with your words like a spell. I just want you to dig into me with everything that you got. Cause this late night conversations got me feeling kinda high. And as we get to know each other, and I watch how you move, strip me of everything you wanna know, because I'm opening up for you. I've got all night, baby. So let's take our time and enjoy every single second intertwined in each other's minds.
They call her the Pierce Poet, ladies and gentlemen. I know you wish you was here sitting where I was sitting, so you got like this first point of view, but because look, man, the Pierce Poet got the Pierces popping. And not only this, she got the Pierces popping, she got the words and the intellect and everything else popping, man. That was dope, bro. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And that was sexy. What you mean?
Thank you.
That was actually sexy, man. So, before we get ready to wrap this thing up, man, and call it to an end, man, I just want to figure out what's your drive? What are you trying to do in 2022? For the rest of the year, when it comes to your poetry, when it comes to I heard you sing for the first time the other day on Instagram Live, and I was like, your voice was definitely different. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't looking for Beyonce or Jennifer Hudson or something like.
Yeah.
It was like it gave like I even commented and I was like, the raspiness is what I love. Like it created. You had your own voice. You don't sound like anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with all that being said, like what's your vision and what's your mood board look like for 2022? Like what are some things that you just want to make sure you accomplish for yourself?
Wow, that's such a good question. First and foremost, I really been like archiving poetry lately. Like I've been archiving because it's like one of the biggest things I want to do this year is like kind of expand my content in the sense of like actually giving these poems real visuals,
Right.
And not just like sitting in front of a phone camera and reciting them. I really want to start kind of like branding that more, and kind of just bringing it full circle. I gotta get back on the stage.
Gotcha.
That's something that I've just been neglecting because of work. I've just been working too much. But I'm getting back on the stage. I really plan on like expanding more. I'm trying to do more shows like in Atlanta and just like a little more beyond, like outside of Alabama, trying to get like my face out there a little more.
Right.
But I also I'm doing it this year. I'm put my foot down, and an actual poetry EP is going to be dropped by this year.
I was just about to ask you about that.
An actual poetry EP. Like I already got my producer. Like he's so freaking talented. He's in the A. I'm actually like considering just going ahead and moving out there. Like possibly by the time my lease ends by this summer. Like I'm thinking about just going out there, bro. Like, but I just gotta get right.
Hey, y'all listening to me? Everybody listening to me? Don't do it,
bruh.
Listen, I have a lot of clientele in Atlanta that I take pictures and do video work with, and you know what? I'm so cool with commuting. It's literally the people that live in Atlanta are crazy. Literally telling people they're making videos and everything. Like, please stop moving to Atlanta.
So many people
like
there.
We're overpopulated. Like, I mean, it's definitely the land of creating and opportunities for Black folks. Yeah. You know, I'm not gonna lie about that. But talking about moving up there, man, do you know that like 90% of the people that are homeless in Atlanta moved to Atlanta because they had a dream of becoming something or doing something? That's how they ended up. And then I also found out like a lot of people are homeless because of their pride. Yeah. Oh, like it's just because of the fact like when they lose their home and they go somewhere, it's like I'm not gonna tell my family or my friends about it. You know, I'll be on my feet next week. I'll make something happen next week. And then next week turns into 2 weeks. 2 weeks turns into 4 weeks. And before, now you're stuck on, like that. I read, it was a documentary or article or something I read, and they said that's how people become homeless because they won't ask for help. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just ends up eventually what supposed to be in a week or 2 weeks of getting on their feet turns into a lifestyle now. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying that that's going to be you. I definitely think that you're an intelligent enough woman that if that's the direction that you want to move with your career, and you'll probably have more possibilities and more avenues there. But I know some artists that I used to manage that moved up there. Yeah. And it's been the same.
Same thing.
Just the cost of living went up.
Yeah. No. It's
I mean,
it's like it's me and my. It's a really good. Actually, the girl that be in my TikToks, she's a poet too. She's the
skinny dark skin girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Poet, and bro, her vocals are insane. Bro.
Really?
Her vocals. You like my voice, but like her vocals are like insane, bro. Like it don't make no sense.
Wow.
But we kind of like just been pondering doing it together because like we on the same wave. Like we trying to kind of accomplish the same thing.
Got you.
It's not even, you know what I'm saying? I've been pondering it. We'll see. It's not set in stone. It's something that I consider because it's just the convenience of just being there because everything in regards to like producer and like studio and like accessibility is right there. Like I already have like everything I need. It's just in Atlanta, and that's just like So
this is what you have to realize, and I want to drop this in your spirit. When it comes to content is content. It don't matter if it's created in Africa, Russia, China. It don't matter. Like I just watched a video of a guy repairing a tire. In like somewhere over in Iraq or something like that, and it went viral. Because he was fixing a tire. You know what I'm saying? So once you get a gist of what I was talking about, when that mood board or your short term and long term goals for what you want to see happen, don't ever think that you have to be in an unnecessary place to make that happen.
I feel it. Yeah.
Because you can literally come in here. And record your EP.
That's true.
and be okay.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just about once you get that recorded, who you distributing it to. What connections and what next are you trying to make? Now that you got this part of it done, who are you going to kick it and chill with and rub shoulders with when you go to Atlanta? You know what I'm saying? Right. And I'm not trying to derail you from going to Atlanta because 6 months ago, when almost a year ago, when my relationship ended, the first place I was trying to move to was Atlanta. Was simply because that's where, at the time, all my business was. All the models that I was working with, all the OnlyFans models. Like, it's motherfuckers want to play, but it's so much money in OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Like, the OnlyFans models and the models that I was working with that was really making some noise, the photographers that I was working with that was introducing me to these women that was on these different platforms that were doing it, they were all in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? But then once I started getting in that world, I started meeting a shitload of people in Birmingham that do the same thing. And guess what? They're getting the same paper that the people in Atlanta live getting. They just, the only difference is they in Atlanta and we're in Birmingham. You know what I'm saying? It's the only thing. So definitely, I know that I don't have to tell you to do what's best for you. Again, man, thanks so much, man, for coming on the platform. We appreciate you, man. We've had a great time. Well, hopefully we can get you back at some point in time. I think I probably, when I get the camera in here and get it set up with a TV screen, so when I reference certain things, I can like point to the screen so you can actually see what we're talking about, because I can drop that visual on our YouTube channel. We'll come back and we'll probably bring you back when we actually drop your pictures or something like that. And then that way we could probably just do a what's new segment. So because Kim only does the what's new segments and the industry money segments. She don't do the after hour segments. But we appreciate you coming and dropping the jewels that you've dropped, man. It's been awesome, man. One more time before we get up out of here, please tell the people how they can find you.
All right, bro. My name is Ty. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, literally all my social medias. TikTok is the same username, TAI_PRUITT. That is TAI_PRUITT. Please follow me. I'm really like a lot of fun. Like, you will not regret it. So like, just come on over and join the game. Like,
hey, look, listen. Hey, put the camera on me real quick. Hey, the camera on me. Hey, put it on my camera. Hey, listen, y'all. If you like them prints and things, go tap into that TikTok, okay? Cause that's what you gonna see, folks. You gonna see, and you gonna see them up here and down there. And she just like all the other TikTok girls. They wear them little bitty shorts and stuff. They be real revealing. You gonna see them when she's skating. You gonna see them when she doing the TikToks. You gonna see it. Hey, look, if that's what you want to see, make sure you go see it. Hey, man, but thanks so much, man, for tuning in, man. This is a wrap on the After Hours session of the What You Mean podcast, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thank you for downloading, listening, whatever you doing, man. And until next time, man, we'll check y'all later, man. Peace.